Hello fellow YouTubers and gun enthusiasts. This is One Shooting USA coming at you. And today what I'm doing is I am going to find out what shoots the best out of my VTR. And what I've done is I've taken 50 grain V-Max and loaded them from minimum to maximum loads. I've done the same thing with 53 grain. And I've done the same thing with 55 grain. All Hornady V-Max rounds. And what I'm going to do is shoot target setups like this here with each one. And now all I'm doing is I'm going for grouping today to find out what's going to shoot the best out of this gun. It's got a 1-in-9 twist. I'm thinking I might have to go heavier bullets, but I'm going to try these first and see how these do. First off, I'm going to start off with the 50 grain V-Max. We got a bit of a wind today, not real bad. So hopefully it won't affect it too much. And here's an update on my VTR. I've gone and put up Bell & Carlson 8. So what I'm doing today is I have 50 grain VMAX, 7 different loads from minimum to maximum. 53 grain VMAX, same thing, minimum to maximum. And 55 grain VMAX, minimum to maximum loads. And all I'm looking to do today is pattern the gun and find out which of these performs the best out of it. And then I will go further development on that round. And what I have is 100-yard range here. And I am set up right here. Each one of those is for the 7 different loads of 50 grain. And I'm going to go ahead and shoot. I'll film when I get to the 55 grain. There's a slight breeze. So we'll see how she does. Alright, I gotta throw this into this video. I wasn't gonna, but when I first got here there was 4 other people in 2 different vehicles shooting at this range. And most of their guns were packed up. And 3 of them were heading down to the 200-yard range to pull their targets way down there. Okay, I started getting my stuff together, getting everything unloaded. Next thing I know, they're all saying goodbye to each other. I turn around, they're driving down the driveway, and here's one of their rifles in its case, sitting here. I'm screaming and hollering at them. They drive off. I've been here probably 40 minutes now, and nobody's even come back. So I gotta ask this question. Who the hell leaves their rifle at the gun range and doesn't realize it? Honestly, I just don't get it. Okay guys, doing the 55 grains. Right now, I'm at the 22.5 grains. I haven't done the 53 yet, only because I put the wrong target up. So I'm shooting the 55s right now. I'm almost done with them. Let me zoom in here. I just loaded up, finished letting the barrel cool down, getting ready to shoot the top left. And long and behold, out here at 200 yards, a woodchuck come out. So I loaded up 6 rounds of each one of these loads that I did for the gun, and needless to say, this one's only going to have 5 rounds in the target because one of them's in that lump of woodchuck down there. So not too bad. See how the rest of this goes, and I'll video some of the 53 grains when I start shooting those. Alright guys, 53 grain VMAX, 23.5 grains of powder. it's me. I don't know what happened there. That group started off looking very promising. Okay guys, 53 grain V-Max, 24 grains of powder. Alright guys, 53 grain V-Max, 25 grains of powder. I don't know how I managed that, but the last 3 shots are all in the same hole. Alright guys, 53 grain V-Max, 25.5 grains of powder. It's me. Well, there you have it. It makes 114 rounds fired out of that gun during this session. That's 19 different setups of 6 rounds each. So I'm going to go down and pull that target, and then I will show you all the targets and the groups. Alright guys, well, it's the next day. I'm home. I've measured everything out, and here's my results. This is the 50 grain V-Max, okay, and starting at 22.5 grains of powder, I ended up with a 1.234 group. 23 grains of powder, I have a 1.078. 23.5, ended up with a 1.084. 24 grains was the best on this setup, 0.789. And this is 6 shots for each one, okay? The 24.5 here ended up with a 1.758. 25 grains wasn't bad, 1.098. And 25.7, 1.637. So the best group out of this was the 24 grainers. So I'll be working with this load some more and seeing what else I can do with it. Once I redo some of these loads up, I'm going to chronograph them and get some velocities for you. So let's move on to the 53 grainers. Now, on the shots that I pulled, and I know that I pulled, I marked them. I didn't measure them in with it because it's not going to help me when I'm loading later. So starting with the 22.5 grains, I have a 1.311. The 23 grainers, I have a 1.443, and this one here I pulled for sure. 23.5 grains, I have a 2.001. That was the worst group of the entire day. Here at the 24 grains, I have a 1.564. The 24.5 grains, I have a 1.518. The 25 grains, I have a 1.526. And this was probably the best out of the group. A 25.5, I have a 0.954. I had one that I shanked here. So out of this setup, I had 3. This was the last grouping that I did, and at that point the wind had changed from a headwind to a crosswind, and it was starting to pick up. So it was also started affecting me a little bit at the bench too. Okay, here's the 55 grainers. These weren't bad at all. I have 20.5 grains. I have a 1.236. 21 grains, I have a 1.258. 21.5 grains, I have a 1.046. I pulled this one. 22 grains, I have a 1.378. Now there's 6 shots in every group except this one. This is a group I was just getting ready to shoot when that woodchuck walked out at 200 yards, at the 200 yards mark. So I shot him with the first shot, and then I shot the other 5. Could be why it's a smiley face. And here, the best group of them all, 22.8 grains. I have a 0.674. This was definitely me. So I'm definitely going to work with this load some more. That was awesome. And all my shots were taken off a bench, and I had the gun rolled up, or a piece of carpet rolled up, and that's what I was using to support the front of the gun. So, I mean, these could have been a lot better if I'd have put them in a sled or something like that, but it gives me a good starting point to work with some of these, and that's what I'm going to do. I was a little disappointed in the 53 grainers. Some of them did okay, so I'm going to work with some more of those anyways. And the go from there. I'll let you know if I develop anything that turns super out of this gun, but I think I'm going to have some really decent lows to work with here. So God bless and shoot straight.